All right, fight fans, so we are back. We just saw the handsome bachelor, Scott Groff, and cage side. One of our most prestigious young men, we're talking about the former president of 170 pounds, self-proclaimed.
Okay.
We're talking about the XKO champion. He is pretty much John Bones Jones and Anderson Silva had a baby. We're talking about Kevin the Trailblazer Holland.
No, he's too good looking. That'd be an ugly fucking baby. He looks better than that. Listen, Antonio, I gotta throw this at you, man. I gotta throw this at you. Let's introduce him as he likes to be known now. I think, Kevin, that you like to be known, and that's as Dana White's favorite big mouth.
No, that's rough. Dana White's favorite big mouth. When the girls hear that, you know what happens.
No, I understand what they're saying. But you had talked about that before. I saw that in the interview where you said that. But look, we just saw it. We got to see, the whole world got to see in China go in there and just destroy a guy out of a camp that you have huge respect for.
Yeah.
And of course, that's Conor McGregor's camp.
Yeah, favorite fighter.
Yes. So what was that like?
It was fun, man. I mean, it's a different experience, traveling overseas, but overall, just fighting somebody from like a dream camp, that just kind of was like, all right, I'm here. You know what I mean? Let's do my job.
Well, and you got his attention.
Yeah.
Because you're drinking his alcohol. I heard you talking about that.
I drink a lot of proper 12.
Yeah, you drink as a proper 12. So I mean, he saw you, put his boy to shame.
Yeah, proper drink for a proper man.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen. Thanks for stopping by. God bless you. We can't wait to see you fighting on TV again very soon, my friend.
Let's do it.
All right, Kevin, the Trailblazer Holland, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Class act.
This fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing, a family-owned company since 2007, specializing in all your roofing needs.
On the floor.
I like her.
Yeah. Stand and bang.
And Soto likes to stand and bang as well, so this should be an entertaining fight, right?
Two standers and bangers.
Two standing bangers.
Which brings us up to this next young lady who is such a talented fighter. Talking about Valerie Soto. Model looks, great sense of humor, all the things about her, make no doubt about it. She steps into the cage, she's there to absolutely ruin your world, and she's got the skill set to do it.
Man, she absolutely has the skill set to do it. She was actually the XKO amateur champion,
That's right, she sure was. Good call by Kevin Holland. My goodness, the Trailblazer.
And she's 1-1. I think the last fight, she barely lost that, right?
That's right.
Weeked out.
Yep.
And since then has made a change in schools. So this should be interesting.
Yeah, and I tell you, Valerie has got, in my opinion, she definitely has this, she's got the look, the personality, and the skill set to really be somebody who would, go and fight for like a UFC in that weight division, or even an Invicta.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think Invicta is definitely very close in the future, and it helps that she lives and breathes martial arts at home. Her and Cody Bison Freeman both together, a couple who does martial arts. So I truly believe that there's no stopping with that right there.
That's right. And I'll turn it over to Antonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for 5 rounds of fighting action in the XKO strawweight division. This fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the Next Bank blue corner, trained in boxing and kickboxing. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in 115.5 pounds. 2 victories, 1 defeat, fighting out of New Braunfels, Texas, Katherine Roy. And now her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Jim Ross red corner. She's a freestyle fighter, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in 115 pounds. 1 victory, 1 defeat, fighting out of Dallas, Texas, Valerie Maliha Soto.
That smile, Kevin.
You have
Valerie
Dawn
Soto
Turnage.
smile.
It's been with us since
All right,
the
ladies,
amateur
listen.
days, right?
Yeah, I mean, she just
There's three more
she
things you
goes out
must
there and
do.
smiles
Fight
and
when I say
beats your
fight.
ass, you know?
Stop when I
And the
say
smile
stop.
lights up the whole
Most
room.
importantly,
It really
intelligence
does.
and skills at all times. Touch
Fighter
goes
with a
back.
great
Good luck.
personality.
Yep, you'd know something about that, wouldn't you?
I try to.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so
And her preferred style is both, so she's willing to take this fight anywhere and everywhere at any point in time, guys.
Katherine Roy being the blue trunks, black top. Soto in the multicolored trunks, black top. Both fighters orthodox stance. Oof, man, coming out.
Off, banging.
Yeah, really. Roy really went after her with the hands. Great catch of the leg, tremendous takedown by Soto.
Nice single leg right off the back. A little early striking, we're seeing where she might want to take this fight to. Would probably be the smartest route to keep it here.
Yeah, and Roy would do a good job, get that back against the cage, try to start the cage walk if she can. Soto doing a nice job of picking the ankle and dragging her.
Oh,
And Roy
back up on her feet.
does a very nice job getting back to the feet. It's an educated girl right there, using the cage to her advantage quite well.
Short knees for Valerie. Katherine with a lot of face pressure, pushing on the head, trying to get free. From here, I'd like to see her get an underhook, frame off. That'd be the best way to turn Valerie off.
Well, she's definitely got the overhook if she wanted it for the wizard. I don't like when they pull the arm out of that from that wizard position, try to tuck it. Because right there, Soto's got that arm tied up now.
Elbows, knees, things can get nasty from here.
Yeah, I mean, that just takes one of your weapons away.
She's standing up so tall, if Valerie chose to reshoot right now,
Yeah,
it'd be a takedown.
absolutely. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by UFC fighter Kevin the Trailblazer Holland.
Katherine breaks free.
Man, it's a good fight, Kevin.
Good throwing.
I mean, but technically, I mean, they're throwing, but both of them are showing good technique. Both ladies using their heads well to control position on the cage. Soto looking to drop down again. Katherine's she's not going to have any of that. Nice turn. Turn the hips.
Very smart defense.
Yeah.
Cage.
Very nicely done.
Oh,
Ooh,
Valerie stayed persistent.
wow. Great trip by Soto. And now she looks to ground and pound, posture up.
Her elbow strikes.
10 seconds left in round number one. And I believe we are going to round number two. There it is.
Good round.
Very good round. Neither lady afraid to get in there and try and knock the other one's head off or work off the ground. But I think Valerie being the aggressor there, especially on the cage, getting the two takedowns, in my opinion, that probably gives her the round. What do you think, Kev?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. She spent most of the time with Roy's back up against the cage and Roy on her back, so Valerie had most of the pressure going on. Definitely controlled the octagon.
Of course, Pete Spratt in the corner, former UFC fighter.
Don Turnage in there doing a great job refereeing as always.
I tell you, that's the thing with about our referee Don Turnage, whether he's refereeing at the UFC or judging the UFC or be a Bellator here at XKO. Don's all over.
He gets around, doesn't he?
He does get around. That's
Yeah,
his
man.
reputation, though.
Yeah, man, he's a good guy, man. He definitely knows what he's doing in there.
He sure does.
Great to have him in there controlling the safety of each fighter.
Round number two, here we go. Touch of the gloves.
Let's see who gets off first.
Soto, like, really wanting to, looks like she wants to lock this up and try to get it to the ground.
Yeah, she's using the dirty clinch, the dirty boxing very well.
Yep. Using her head there, forehead pressure up there on Roy.
Hips in tight. Nice knee. Katherine returns the knee.
Ladies, work on my cage. We're going to center.
You know, when they first come up from amateur to pro, you don't see a lot of elbows up against the cage.
That's right.
It would be nice to see, especially when using the dirty boxing. Nice leg kick.
She really used the distance there well to land that on Soto. Oh, Valerie hurt her. That hurt her. And I think Valerie needs to go ahead and try and finish this. That killer instinct needs to kick in because that hurt her bad with that right cross.
Very, very nice shot. Now she's back to clinch, and I'd like to see her separate.
That's exactly, Kevin,
more.
That's right. I mean, you got somebody hurt like that, you hurt her good. You landed 2 significant punches after that.
Now's the time to put them away.
That's right. No need to clinch and give her a chance to recover.
And back to boxing, people clinch in boxing to get a break. Same thing here. Can't let them off the hook.
No, absolutely not. And again, that's going to be one of those things that comes from experience.
Yeah.
To where I think she'll look back on this and go, damn, I should have just kept tagging her from outside.
The fight finished. But Katherine must be in good shape the way she came back.
Yes.
Right back into the fight.
Sure seems like she's, recovered quite well.
Ooh, took another big one coming off the cage.
Well, Soto is definitely feeling it now. Oh, man, she's just really working that jab beautifully.
She's she's finding her range.
Yeah, you can tell Katherine's her balance isn't quite where it was.
And when you're a stand and bang type of person and you have somebody that's willing to come in here and do both, this becomes the problem. Them shooting in for takedowns, changing the angle, changing the range, it tends to throw off your striking.
Well, Valerie Soto has definitely found a home for her jab and her takedowns. Just what so far has been a pretty dominant performance in this fight.
Everything's pretty much working, especially this clinch work. Knees up against the cage. There's a lot of body work.
Oh, there's that elbow you called for, Kevin. And now both ladies using those short elbows. Oh, upward elbow. Boy, you gotta like, these are 2 women that absolutely want to win this fight. Katherine Roy, she's hurt. See how 60 seconds does for her to give her a little recovery.
Yeah, and let's see how Soto comes back out to the next round. She come out gun firing, and then she come out patient, looking for a slow finish or just a dominated victory. So going into this 3rd round, I kind of have it 2 rounds done
absolutely.
with Soto.
Yes.
With the grappling and the pressure.
Yep. Yeah, definitely dominated. She hurt her so bad in that last round. But I tell you, Katherine Roy's no quit. I mean, she was throwing elbows, creative elbows at that, with her back against the cage. She's not going to lay down for Valerie.
No, this is definitely a fight with 4-ounce gloves. Anything can happen at any point in time. Mixed martial arts, people.
Well, we start this 3rd and final round at 115 pounds. These 2 ladies, and what has been a very entertaining fight. 2 very skilled ladies here.
Putting fighters in neutral corners. A little water on the canvas, guys. We'll start here soon.
Don Turnage showing his janitorial skills for the safety of the fighters.
Ready, fight.
And here we go. Start of the 3rd and final round.
And there's that personality from Soto. She wasn't even paying attention to what was going on. She's out there laughing, joking. Just really enjoys fighting.
Very much like, honestly, like you, Kevin. I mean, that's your approach.
Calm and relax, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good route.
Boy.
Very nice knee.
Man, you were calling those knees, and that was spectacular right there.
Nice break out of the clinch as well. Soto, I think she's found her rhythm.
You think her coaches said go ahead and back off and keep, don't worry about staying in the cage. Go ahead and back off and pop her.
Very much so. After that devastating strike she landed last time, probably came out here going against a Pete Spratt guy, worried about the striking, but wow, that spinning back fist was close.
Yeah, it was close.
Soto's putting in work.
Well, there's those elbows you were calling for. Soto shucking off the hand. Both ladies standing straight in front of each other. See who's going to connect first here.
It's like both of them on that exchange.
Yes. And Roy's showing some good talent there and switching the angle up to try and open up the punching.
Yeah, but Soto with this clinch and these knees and these takedowns is starting to become a little too much. Here in the third round, I'm starting to think that time is Roy's worst enemy.
How much does that wear a fighter out, Kevin, when you've got that kind of pressure being put on you on the cage?
Oh, it can be the very, very worst thing. It depends how your training partners have been coming at you. If they've been attacking, or have you been the one attacking? If you've been the one attacking and now you're getting attacked, this is a whole different ballgame.
I think it's fair to say if you're Soto, you keep doing what you're doing, but in your opinion, with probably just a little over a minute here, Valerie Roy, what do you do? Or excuse me, Katherine Roy, what do you do?
Go for broke. You look for something nice and fancy. If you're a standing bang, you put something together, you bang hard. But as of right now, it looks like she's getting a little banged up.
Well, she has had no fear of throwing with Soto.
Nah, no fear at all, but one of those fights where the extra elements have definitely been too much to handle. And it's not like the striking's been just completely one-sided. It's the grappling that's starting to hurt her. She starts to get comfortable, Soto clinches, and then back with the knees.
Really, really smart on Soto's part, and she has shown a very complete game this evening.
Yeah, all the tools in the tool bag.
And I think it's safe to see we'll see a majority decision here.
Yeah. Unanimous. Nice pickup at the end of the round.
I was going to say, and good control on Soto's part not to drop her after the bell. Most definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fighting action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the bout 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Valerie Malika Soto.
Here with your winner, Valerie Soto. Welcome back to XKO, our former amateur champion. And boy, I tell you what, the whole game, Kevin Holland was actually commentating with me.
Because I'm his favorite.
He actually left. I said, do you want to do the interview? And he said, the only thing I'd be focused on is asking Valerie if I look good tonight. That's Kevin, but we know that. But we both had to agree, your game, both cage, takedown, striking, everything was on point. You looked phenomenal, and you had a very game opponent tonight that you definitely hurt in the second round. Give me your thoughts on your overall performance, which obviously was a dominant one.
Well, I always want to perform better. You know, I mean, I did okay, but I could have done way better. Should have been 5-minute rounds, but you know, it's okay. She's really tough. I always go against somebody tough. I never go against the can. Everybody I go against is tough, but you know, I'm just used to going against tough people because in the future, that's all I'm gonna have to go against. But it was fun. I had fun.
The other thing we talked about, you smile between rounds. You smile when Don Turnage is showing his janitorial skills. You smile all the time. And I mean, I think the makeup is there for what you have in personality, your performance and everything else, looking for something big. Maybe UFC 115, something like that, get the phone call from them. Tell me what your thoughts are on what you'd like to see in your near future.
I mean, we always want to make it. Everybody in the sport wants to get somewhere. So, you know, for all the people that are so ugly against me or hate me for whatever reason, I'm in here. I have fun, and you know what? That's all that matters. So, if I get a call one day, I get a call. So.
Well, I haven't heard of anybody hating on you, and if they do, fuck them. If there's, all right, because that's just not cool. This is a wonderful young lady.
I'm only 20.
All right, she just threw the age thing, and at being 50, young lady, watch your mouth. Well, listen, one more time for your winner tonight. Another dominant performance from you, Valerie Soto. Thank you very much.
What a great night of fights it is tonight. Right now, this is Jim Ross that's standing next to me. First of all, Jim Ross, I want to thank you for being one of our sponsors right here. Now, in April, we are going to go back to where it all begins. Tell me how much that means to you.
That's absolutely incredible. You know, we're going to the best venue in Texas for the best promotion company in Texas, XKO. We're taking it back to Arlington. We're going to be able to house 6,000 to 8,000 fans at every fight out there. So excited about it.
Now, Jim, how is now you do have a new venue. It's called Mercury Chop House. Tell us a little bit about that in Arlington.
Well, you know, we sue people for a living. It's what we really do. But we also opened a fine dining restaurant in Arlington. Best steak you can eat in North Texas.
So what you're telling me, after you win their case, they can go and celebrate at Mercury Chop House?
That's the plan.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, this is Jim Ross right here with us of Jim Ross Law Group and Mercury Steakhouse. Thank you once again for being one of our sponsors.